Suddenly, the spaceship jolted violently. Zara lost control of the console, and the ship's emergency alarm blared loudly. Nova, who was always with Zara, barked anxiously, as if he too sensed the danger. Meanwhile, a blurry shape of a massive dragon-like creature began to appear in front of the ship. Its enormous eyes glowed fiercely, and its terrifying form heightened Zara's heartbeat amidst the storm. "We have to escape," Zara told herself and immediately rushed towards the ship's power core.
Zara, a courageous space explorer, was on a dangerous mission with her loyal dog, Nova. Their destination was an uncharted and unknown planet named Terra 9. It was a peaceful night on Earth, and Zara looked at the stars in the sky, wondering what this mission would bring. Nova sat beside her, his eyes sparkling as if he too was ready to be part of an amazing adventure. Terra 9 was a mysterious planet with very little information available, but scientists speculated it might have some valuable resources. Zara had to explore it. As she and Nova boarded the spaceship Aurora, both were excited to discover this new world. On launch day, the massive rocket's flames rose from Earth, and the ship set off on its journey into space. Gradually, they approached Terra 9. But as soon as they entered the planet's atmosphere, problems began with the ship. The atmosphere was dense and stormy. The ship's outer surface became red hot, and Zara looked out from her seat in panic. The ship crash-landed forcefully on the surface of Terra 9. The metal surface of the ship was damaged in several places. Zara and Nova stepped out onto the surface, where bizarre plants and creatures were present. The place was entirely different from Earth. Glowing trees, strange floating rocks, and many unfamiliar beings were peeking from afar. Exploring further, Zara discovered ancient ruins, remnants of a lost civilization. The place was mysterious, as if it hid a great secret. Among these ruins, they found an extraordinary power source, a mysterious, glowing crystal. Zara immediately realized that this crystal could restart their ship. But as soon as she picked it up, the ground shook violently, and the roar of the dragon-like creature was heard from afar. The creature was approaching them. Without delay, Zara and Nova began to run, the creature's roar echoing in their ears. They finally reached their ship and inserted the crystal into the power core. The ship's energy returned, and it began to lift off. But the creature was not going to give up easily. Suddenly, the ship jolted violently again. Zara lost control of the console, and the emergency alarm blared loudly. Nova, who was always with Zara, barked anxiously, as if he too sensed the danger. Meanwhile, the blurry shape of the massive dragon-like creature appeared in front of the ship again. Its enormous eyes glowed fiercely, and its terrifying form heightened Zara's heartbeat amidst the storm. "We must escape," Zara told herself and immediately rushed towards the ship's power core. The peculiar, glowing crystal, the ship's energy source, had dimmed. Zara quickly began working to fix it. She started rewiring the power circuits, her eyes showing clear signs of worry, but her nimble hands indicated she was not ready to give up. The crystal gradually began to regain its old brilliance, and the ship's thrusters suddenly roared to life. At that moment, the colossal creature outside, now very close, shook the entire environment with its fearsome roar. As it moved in to attack the ship, Zara took control and tried to fly the ship with full force. "We're not going to make it," Zara told herself, and in the final moment, the ship soared rapidly into the sky. The surface of the strange planet receded below, but the dragon-like creature continued to chase them. Its enormous wings flapped, causing storms and turbulence in the sky. Zara accelerated the ship, but the creature stayed right behind them. Then suddenly, Zara executed a dangerous dive and plunged deep between the clouds. The creature followed, but its pursuit began to slow. Zara made one last attempt, activating the ship's afterburners, and they escaped the planet's atmosphere. Peace returned as the ship entered the cold and serene expanse of space. The stars were shining all around. Zara took a deep breath and slumped into her tired seat. Nova rested his head on her lap, as if he too felt safe. Zara and Nova began their journey back to Earth. Their mission was complete, but the memories of the unknown planet would stay with them forever. Zara looked at the glowing crystal kept in the ship's core, which still shimmered mysteriously, as if holding more stories of that planet. The spacecraft entered Earth's atmosphere and descended rapidly. Finally, they landed safely. As Zara and Nova stepped out, the sun was shining, and walking on the soft grass gave them a sense of home.